I started my blog, it was with a simple idea. Travel the world searching for people whose style define who we are today. My name is Scott Schuman, and I am the Sartorialist. For me, good design is about finding simple elements and bringing them together to create something both functional and beautiful. When I hung out with Olympic fencer Tim Morehouse, seeing and hearing about clothing really inspired me to have a vest made.
Fencing is very much about fashion. Designers have actually used fencing for inspiration. When you see jackets that zip on the side, that really comes from fencing.
The fencing outfit hasn't really changed for hundreds of years. It worked then, and it works now. Kirk Miller's been working as both a designer and tailor for nearly 20 years. It's a craft that's been in his family for 3 generations.
I always dreamed to be able to edit myself down to kind of just those really raw essentials.
But like all good designers, Kirk doesn't copy. He studies form and function and then makes it his own.
I mean, you think about men's clothing in general, and it's always usually based on something military-esque. All right, so we're gonna have to find a print. That'll be our next big challenge, and then figure out how we're gonna.
Because I like that Japanese idea, like a Japanese and Chinese. Like, I think mixing fencing with samurai could be kind of funny.
Right.
With like a Chinese kind of print, it's like my version of a tie. Maybe there's a little bit of a scarf there.
Right.
Very fun.
I went back to see Kirk for what is called the first fitting. With Bespoke Tailoring, the options are endless. It's a collaboration, but often you're just trusting the judgment of the tailor.
I was trying to find something a little bit more masculine, color-wise.
Yeah.
Finding masculine batik is sometimes a bit of a challenge.
They might look really cool in something like that. We might use that. How much yardage do you need?
Yard and a half. So I took those 2, and that's what I thought we'd try to do just as tests in terms of the quilting. So you said you wanted to maybe fool around with that quilting. So that's a little bit more of kind of a half moon idea. So I left a few things unfinished so we could still fool around with it. But this is our general. So we put in the zipper. We did a bit of a hand dye job here.
Yeah.
And did a double dip indigo dye quilting techniques. We thought we'd come up with something a little bit unusual rather than having it be too.
Yeah, because I mean, is there a particular pattern?
No, there's not. There's not. Yeah, we kind of just fooled around with it.
Should I try it on?
Oh, let's do it. So here are our snaps.
It was fascinating working with Kirk on this piece, getting to see the design process from the inception to the finished item, to be inspired by something, and then translate that into a unique, bespoke piece. I'm a self-taught photographer. I learned through a combination of just going out there and doing it, and studying great photographers of the past and present. Perhaps my